It's time for another selection from Don Marquis' Archy and Mehitabel. And this time, we get to hear a little more from Mehitabel in her own words. April 19th, 1917. The story of Mehitabel the cat. Well, boss, I promised to tell you something of the life story of Mehitabel the cat. Archy, says she. I was a beautiful kitten, and my mother was an Angora. You don't look Angora, I said. Your fur should show it. Did I say Angora? Said Mehitabel. It must have been a slip of the tongue. My mother was high-born and of ancient lineage, part Persian and part Maltese. A sort of Maltese cross, I said. Archy, she said, please do not josh my mother. I cannot permit levity in connection with that saintly name. But alas, my father was a villain. He too had noble blood, but he had fallen into dissolute ways and wandered the alleys as the leader of a troop of strolling minstrels, stealing milk from bottles in the early mornings, catching rats here and there and everywhere, and only too frequently driven to the expedient of dining on what might be found in garbage cans and suburban dump heaps. Now and then a sparrow or a robin fell to my father's lot, for he was a mighty hunter. I have heard that at times he even ate cockroaches. And as she said that, she spread her claws and looked at me with her head on one side. I got into the works of the typewriter. Mehitabel, I said, try and conquer that wild and bohemian strain in your blood. Well, to resume, I often look back on my life and think how romantic it has all been, and wonder what fate saved me and sent my brothers and sisters to their watery grave. Archy, I have had a remarkable life, but let us not make the first installment too long. The tale of my youth will be reserved for your next chapter, to be continued. Thanks for joining me. It's Jane Beverly. What you have just listened to is an edited version of the April 19th entry. To read the whole version, I highly recommend the Penguin Classic Edition, the annotated Archy and Mehitabel.